Alright guys, a short but powerful tip to share with you today. You see, January has just gone, and I spent a lot of January talking about motivation, whether that be with clients or students or just people that I was generally meeting in life. January is the year of new starts, setting goals, working on new projects, and everyone wants to know about how to get motivated, how to find that drive and that passion to go through with what they want to do. And of course there are a number of different strategies and a number of different mindset shifts that you want to go through in order to optimize your motivation. But one of my favorite ones is looking at your role models. Who do you really look up to in life? Who do you want to emulate? Now this might be people that you know, it might be a family member, a parent or a sibling, perhaps it's a friend or a colleague. And this can also be people that you don't know. You know, celebrities, thought leaders, even people who've been in history, who've been and gone. Who would you really like to emulate? Who for you do you consider to be a successful person? So what I want you to do, and you can do this right now if you've got the time, is write down who are your 3 biggest role models. As I said, you can know them, not know them, they can be alive, they can be dead. Work out who you consider to be the 3 most successful people that you know of. And then start to write down why you think they're successful. What makes them successful in your eyes? Is it what they were able to achieve in their career? Is it how they reached people? Is it the circumstances they overcame? Is it the wisdom and perspective they had on the world? What is it that makes that person a role model? So I'll give you one of my examples. So right now, I am reading Nelson Mandela's autobiography. And Mandela has been someone I've been getting into hugely over the last, say, 12 months or so. And I think Mandela is one of my top 3 role models. As I've been finding out more and more about his life and about his philosophy, I've realized that this is a man who I would like to emulate. And why I've worked out that Mandela is my role model is because he practiced leadership through love. He was able to create phenomenal change and lead people to something better through the power of compassion, through the power of peace, and through the power of love. And also what I really admire about Mandela is that it took him a long time to get to that point. He had to go through a huge character arc of personal growth and personal development, all that time that he spent in prison. And he had to overwrite all of the hate, all of the animosity that he had for how he had been treated and how his people were treating. And he was able to override that and step to a higher plane of compassion and love and spirituality. And he came out of prison not wanting revenge, but looking to forgive those who had captured him, who had kept him in prison for so long. And I think that is absolutely incredible. And that is what I want to emulate. So that would be why Mandela is such a strong role model for me. So work out for you guys. Why are your role models so powerful for you? What about them really inspires you the way that Mandela inspires me? And here's what you do when you've identified those 3 models. Look at what they do and what they did. How did they get to that point? What made them achieve that success that you see? What actions did they have to take? How did they have to change their bodies or their mind? What did they have to do? And the key to emulating the success of your role models is to start doing how they did. This is something that is known in neuro-linguistic programming as modeling. We see something that we want to do and we copy the actions required to do that task. This is how humans, certainly from a very young age, that's how we learned. When you were a baby and you didn't know how to do things, you watched your role models, in this case your parents or your caregivers, and you looked at what they were doing and you copied it until you were able to emulate it. And this is what I want you to do with your role models. And if you need that motivation or that drive, going back to the theme of motivation, if you're stuck in a situation and you don't know what to do, you're struggling to sum up the energy, go back to those role models. Go back to what you want to be. These guys are an avatar for the life that you want to create. So return to those role models, envision them, envision what they're doing. Remind yourself why you're doing this, who you want to be. You know, anytime that I'm going through a tough time or I'm feeling challenged, I remember that Mandela spent 27 years in jail doing hard labor, having racial intolerance and animosity projected onto him. If Mandela can put up with that, then I can put up with whatever struggles I'm facing in my life. And that reminds me and motivates me as to what I want to do and where I want to go next. So guys, I hope that's a practice that you find really useful to help get that extra motivation, that drive, because we all get lost along the way, we all get stuck and we all hit roadblocks, but if we constantly return back to our vision for ourselves, why are we doing this? What do we want to be? Where do we want to go? Keep on returning back to that core ideal, and that's where you'll be able to find fresh motivation. So folks, I look forward to sharing more with you in the next video, but until then, in love and service, I'll speak to you soon. David. Hey guys, it's David again. Just a quick couple things to cover before you have to shoot off. First of all, if you liked this video and if you've been enjoying the content on the channel thus far, then could I ask you to please click that big red subscribe button below. That way you're sure never to miss any content and you can keep up with all the training and knowledge that I'm sharing on the channel. Second of all, if you feel that this video was impactful for you, and if you feel that there's a person or a group in your life who could really benefit from the message in this video, could I ask you please to share it with them? Share it with anyone who you could feel could benefit from this training. You see, I'm doing everything I can to get my message out there to all the people who need to hear it, but there's only so much I can do by myself. So I'm asking you guys, as my fans and supporters, to help me spread this message and help impact as many people's lives as possible. And then third of all, if you're interested in finding out a little bit more about my story and the 3 most powerful life lessons I've learned, then you can find this in my latest book, The Last 60 Minutes. This is a book that will help you find meaning and vibrancy in your life. Go to the video description below and there will be a link where you can look at the book and find out more information about it. And if you find yourself reading it, I hope you find whatever it is you're looking for in there. So guys, until next time, remember to go out there and live a life of love and service. I look forward to speaking to you soon.